Good evening, Guardians. It's that time again where we look at the 12 tier roles, the vendor roles for the week, because Reset has just hit us. All the posts are up on Instagram and on Twitter, so let's get into it. This week, Tyra Karn has got the Memory of Felwinter at a 286. This is up there with the best of the Felwinters that we've seen. The only one better was that one that had a bit of intellect thrown in there as well. This is very good, especially if you're looking for a high discipline role. But of course, intellect is completely useless when you're running a Felwinter because you lose your super. Memory of Teamer is a 112, which is not a great roll. It's discipline strength again, not a 12 tier roll. And the Memory of Perun is a 114, again not a 12 tier roll, but is intellect strength if you don't have it. I wouldn't particularly recommend getting it because she's sold 126 a couple of weeks ago for a Perun, but if you don't have it yet, then pick it up by all means. This week, Shiro is selling a Mantle of Galleon for the Hunters at a 57, not particularly great for 12 tiers. The Yolda's Iron Sash is a perfect roll, discipline strength roll for the Titans, and it gives you increased Scout Rifle upgrade or Sniper Rifle, either of those, obviously discipline strength, and Crucible Champion, which gives you an increase to your Crucible reputation points if you're playing Crucible. And the Warlock Bond, Scory's Iron Bond, is a 53, which is terrible for 12 tiers. This week, the Speaker has a Cult Trinary Star Cloak for the Hunters at a 56, a Cosmic Joke at a 55, the Honor of Cormorant is a perfect roll, intellect strength, and this time instead of having Crucible Champion, it's got Vanguard Champion, so this is for the Titan. It also has Pulse Rifle Focus or Rocket Launcher Focus to increase the upgrade rate for those, and increased intellect or increased strength. So if you were upgrading, say, a Truth or something like that, 6 Motes of Light with Rocket Launcher Focus will max it out so you can farm exotic shards. This would be handy for that. Now, that's a good one to grab. I personally would recommend coming and grabbing it if you don't have a max roll intellect strength Titan mark with Vanguard reputation gain. The Deepstone Crypt is a 55. For the Warlocks, we've got a 59, which is pretty good. Spirit of the Vulture, but unfortunately not max roll. And the 5 Lives of Albios is a 57. Now, last week I failed to tell you about a Defender mark that the Speaker was selling a perfect roll. So this week and from now on, I'll be going through all the subclasses at the Speaker, the subclass items specifically. So the Gunslinger's Cloak is a 55. Blade Dancer's Cloak is a 54, and the Night Stalker's Cloak is a 57. None of these for the Hunter are particularly useful for 12 tiers, but I will go through the Titan next and then the Warlock.
Thanks to you.
So for the Titans, the Speaker has a Striker's Mark, a perfect roll, discipline strength. So another perfect roll for the Strikers, for the Titans this week. Not to mention the Honor of Cormorant up there. We've got the Striker's Mark and the Yolda's Iron Sash over at the Iron Temple. This one has Scout Rifle Focus and Machine Gun Focus, and again Vanguard Champion with Discipline Strength. A very good mark there. If you don't have a perfect roll Striker's Mark and you like to keep things, you're a collector, maybe this one you can upgrade the one that you've already got or something like that. Defender's Mark last week was a perfect roll. This week is a 55, so not terribly great. And the Sunbreaker's Mark is a 53. And the Warlocks this week, this Speaker has a 57 Voidwalker's Bond, Sunsinger's Bond at a 56, and the Stormcaller's Bond at a 54, so not much there for the Warlocks. It has perfect rolls for the Titans, not much else. For the Hunters this week, Variks has a Devil's Disguise at a 58, King's Mantle at a 59, that's quite good, but again not max roll, so wouldn't get it personally, and a Kel's Cloak at a 57. The Titans have a Devil's Mark at a 55, Mark is a 57, and the Kel's Mark is a 59. Another good one, but we've seen a few perfect rolls already, so nothing really here for the Titans from Variks. And finally for the Warlocks, Variks has a Devil's Bond at a 56, a King's Bond at a 59, again that's not too bad, but not a Kel's Bond at a 56, so not much around for the Warlocks this week, or the Hunters, but the Titans have quite a few different options of perfect rolls. That's it for the week. That's what is being sold class item-wise. I'd recommend going and seeing the Speaker if you're a Titan, and maybe even Shiro and grabbing that Yolda's Iron Sash. Definitely the Striker's Mark if you don't have a perfect roll Striker's Mark, particularly if you're a collector, maybe like me, and perhaps... and going and seeing the Speaker if you're a Titan. I hope you got something out of this video, Guardians. If you did, please give it the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, BoylerRoom81 on Instagram and on Twitter. You can catch me on both of those. Hope to see you in the next video, Guardians. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.